What's up guys, good morning. Another video coming at you. We are again at the Boca Raton Innovation Campus, and today we're going to be doing another lower body workout with focus on quads and hamstrings. We're also going to throw in some abs for you as well. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and I'll talk you through it. All right, so before we get into the workout, I'm gonna do and demonstrate 3 different stretches that I like to incorporate before I do quads or hamstrings. These 3 really help open up the entire kind of hip capsule, and they're also gonna help loosen up your hip flexors because usually they're pretty tight on people, so check it out. As you're doing them, make sure you push outwards a little bit on your inner thighs, and that's gonna help open up your groin a lot more. But you don't wanna press out too far where your foot starts coming up off the mat. So if you wanna get a deeper stretch, so whatever foot is behind you, so my left foot's behind me, so I'm gonna squeeze my left glute, and I want you to squeeze your butt, brace your abs, and then rock forward just a little bit, and you're gonna feel a much bigger stretch in the hip flexor and the quads, as opposed to if you kind of was relaxing your stomach and you weren't engaging your butt. So next time you're doing this stretch, do that, you'll notice a big difference. Squeeze your butt, abs tight, rock forward just a little bit, and you'll feel a much better stretch. All right, so let's get into the workout a little bit. So what we're gonna start off with, we're gonna do 2 quad dominant exercises. So we're gonna pair leg extensions, and we're gonna immediately jump right into a bodyweight lateral lunge. So anywhere from 10 to 12 reps per exercise is gonna be fine with. This is kind of more of a little bit of a warm up just to kind of get blood throughout the muscles. So even if you wanna do 15 reps, that's totally fine. Forgot the Q-tips. If you want to mix up your leg extensions a little bit, at the top of the movement, hold for about 1 to 2 seconds and squeeze the crap out of your quads. Not physically, but like mentally, like squeeze your muscle nice and tight. Hold for 2 seconds, then bring it down. Try that for every rep. Now the reason why I like doing lateral lunges sometimes is because the leg that's out straight is getting a huge stretch in the inner portion of your thigh. So not only are you getting some quad work with the opposite leg, and building some strength, but you're also stretching out that opposite leg as well. So you kind of get 2 in 1 with that one. All right, next up, we're switching from quad dominant, going over to hamstring dominant. So we're gonna pair kind of the same idea as what we did over here. We're gonna pair a leg curl, so that's gonna hit your hamstrings, and then we're also gonna immediately jump down and pair that with a slider negative hamstring curl, if that makes sense. So I'll obviously kind of show that one to you and demonstrate a little bit, but this first one kind of emphasizes the concentric portion of the movement, which is lifting in, shortening the muscle, and the next exercise, which I'll obviously show you, is gonna work on the eccentric, which is the lengthening of the muscle. So check it out. All right, so for this one, you want to start off on the ground, on your back. You're gonna put your heels on sliders, and if you don't have them, that's okay. You can grab 2 towels And maybe if you have a hardwood surface or a tile surface at your gym, you can kind of do that because the towel will slide back and forth. So if you have the sliders, you can do it right on the carpet. So we're gonna start in a bridge position, bridge up, lift your hips up, and then as slowly as you can, extend both legs out in front of you without dropping your hips to the ground. Once you get in the fully lengthened position, I just drop down to my butt, bring my legs back up, and then basically go right back into the bridge and repeat. So if you're really good at this, once you get in the fully extended position, you can actually lift yourself back up without your butt ever touching the ground. So I'm not that strong yet, I'm working on it. So this is kind of like the modified variation. All right, next two things, we are going to pair two compound movements. We're going to do a heavy barbell squat, and then we're going to pair that with a heavy barbell Romanian deadlift. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a squat rack in your facility, I would definitely kind of recommend that over the Smith machine. So you're gonna have to make do with what you have. I'm gonna put the bench underneath my butt when I drop down into my squat so I don't drop down too far, because the Smith machine has a tendency to kind of, the mechanics of it are a little bit off. It's a little bit unnatural, so that way I don't drop too far into my squat, just to help kind of protect my low back. Remember, like I said during the leg press for last week's video, you want to take a big breath of air in at the top of your movement, hold it in the entire time. So big breath in, drop down into your squat, come up, then release. Take it immediately, another big breath in, drop down, and come on up. Next up, guys, we are going to pair a single leg press, and that's going to get paired with a rope pull through from the cable tower. Alright guys, last up, we are finishing off this workout with some abs. Now we're going to do 3 different exercises. Each one kind of targets a different area of the stomach. So first off, we're going to do hanging leg raises, which is going to hit more of the lower abs. Then immediately jump right into a pal-off press from the cable tower machine, which hits more obliques. And then third, we're going to jump right into a modified McGill crunch, which is a little bit more center line of your abs. All right, that is gonna conclude today's workout. I'm gonna get one more round of abs in and then call it a day and then go home and edit this video. Hopefully I should have this video uploaded for you on New Year's Day. So if that's true, Happy New Year. Hope you have a great New Year, safe as always, and let's make 2019 an awesome year. Take care, guys. Thanks.